assembling the BT70E motor mount. The E motor mount has a motor tube, and the motor tube is marked for the centering ring locations around the perimeter of the tube, and there's also a slot cut for the motor hook. It includes a E motor hook, a forward thrust ring, and 2 centering rings. The centering rings have holes punched in them for the shock cord mount. Whether you're using this for a staging kit or for a rocket, both rings can have the hole punched in and can be open, so you need not worry about that. Take your centering ring and your motor hook and insert the motor hook into the slot on the motor tube and slide your forward centering over the motor hook just past the mark on the tube. Take your second centering ring and slide over. And instead, do not slide it all the way on. Stay short of the motor tube where it's marked around the perimeter. You can line the shock cord up with the motor hook if you like. Line the hole up with the motor hook, and you can do that for the forward centering ring as well. Take glue and put around the forward centering ring. And then slide the centering ring until it's on the marks on the tube, all around the perimeter of the tube. On the aft centering ring, also put glue around the centering ring, and then slide until you reach the marks on the tube. The distance from this edge of the tube, the aft edge of the tube, to the centering ring should be about 3/4 of an inch. This allows you to use this motor mount with a coupler on the bottom section for a staging unit. So make sure you have 3/4 of an inch from here to here. Slide until the marks you've slid just to the edge of the last mark on the centering ring. Then put a bead of glue around the centering ring to create a fillet on the opposite side. Do this for the forward centering ring as well. Then on the forward section of the tube, where the motor hook inserts, just on the inside edge of the tube, put a bead of glue around on the inside, just a little bit, like so. And then insert your forward thrust ring, push down onto the table surface so that the forward thrust ring is flush with the forward end of the E-motor tube. This is now completed, and you can set aside to dry. Applying your decal wraps to your fins. The decals have a left and a right side. Take your fins and remove the excess dust from your fins so you get good adhesion for your decal. Do this on a clean table surface. Remove your right side decal and take your fin and line up with the root edge of the fin and we should overlap the leading, trailing, and tip of the fin, but be flush with the root of the fin. And smooth down. Take your left side of your fin and remove it. Turn the fin over and do the same for the other side. Line up with the root edge and overlap the trailing, the tip, and the leading edge of the fin. But we're going to take and remove the decal that's overlapping the fin by using a sharp X-Acto blade or a sharp knife, and follow along the edge of the fin and remove the excess decal from the edge. Do this for the leading, tip, and the trailing edge of the fin. Check that your root of your fin is free of decal and that you've trimmed the edges properly. Then take a black felt tip or paint pen and add color to the edge of the fins to seal the fins and to hide the edge of the fins. Do this on the leading edge and the trailing edge and the tip of the fin. Do this for all three fins. applying your decal wrap to your Mach 1 body tube. We have two decal wraps. The black striped wrap goes on the bottom and the yellow striped goes on the top. The orientation at the bottom is marked "Keep Clear" next to the motor section of the body tube, down near the fins. And the yellow striped has a nose section marks along the top. We're going to overlap the yellow decal wrap over the black decal wrap. We're going to overlap the yellow decal wrap over the black decal wrap. So we'll apply the black decal wrap first. Take your body tube and you'll notice there is a line drawn or engraved on the length of the tube. Our decal wrap will wrap clockwise around the tube from this line. And the bottom is where the fin slots are. Peel part way the left side of your decal wrap. Peel it back from the release liner carefully. About halfway. Then take your tube and carefully locate the decal wrap to the line on your body tube and pull this taut from top to bottom. And apply to your body tube with about 1/10 of an inch overlapping the bottom of your body tube. And then smooth on carefully. Now remove the rest of the decal from the release liner carefully. And let hang while you smooth it on with firm, even pressure, a little as you go, while you rotate the tube. And squeegee out the air bubbles. All the way around the tube until it overlaps where it started. Make sure that you pushed all the air out between the tube and the decal wrap.